What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today, man, I got a very special build in store for y'all. Now, today, I'm gonna be calling this one the stretch hooker build, but it's actually going to come out to a catfish 3-level threat. Now, this build, it's absolutely one of the most toxic post scorer builds, as well as big man and centers. Now, with this one, we'll be able to get elite big man contact dunks and a 99 plus put towards our stamina, close shot, standing dunk, post control, mid range, and 3-pointer with our free throw. Now, we'll be able to get a total of 14 Hall of Fame badges, 10 gold, 6 silver, and 8 bronze, one of those being limitless range. Now, this is absolutely the best stretch post score build that you can make. A very heavy offensive set. You must have high IQ on the defensive end, and I believe that this is easily the top 3 best offensive center builds in NBA 2K24. Now, not to mention, but the badges are very overpowered. So before we get any further into this video, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So to get started, the very first thing that we need to do is put this build under the center position. As for the height today, go with 7'3". Moving on to the weight, I'm going to go with 230 with a wingspan of 7'3". Now from here, we are all set to move forward, and the very first thing that we need to do is make sure that you upgrade your close shot maxed out to a 99 overall. Now when it comes to our standing dunk, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Also, when it comes to our post control, put this to a 99. Getting into the driving dunk, I'm going to go with a 74 with a 73 driving layup. Now, as for the offense on this build, let me know what y'all think about it so far. This is what we're going to be looking like for this offensive finishing. Now, getting into the mid-range shot, I'm going to go with a 90. As for the 3-pointer, I like this best at an 85 with a free throw of an 88. Now, the rest of the attributes, I'm going to go ahead and spread them from the physicals into our ball handling. So as when it comes to our ball handle, I decided to go ahead and put this to a 66. Go ahead and leave the pass accuracy at a 37 with a 44 speed with ball. Now getting into the defensive stats, I'm going to go with a perimeter of a 63. Getting into the interior, I'm also going to go with a 57. When it comes to our physicals, this is my favorite thing about today's build. So as for the speed, I'm going to go with a 55. Acceleration 45, strength, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 81 with a vertical of a 75. Now this will get us those contact dunks for the big man, and then for the stamina, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 96. Now starting from the top down on the badges, as you can see, we get fast twitch, fearless finisher, masher, hook specialist, post fade phenom, dream shake, pro touch with whistle. Then you'll also be able to get fearless finisher, aerial wizard, pretty much for the badges on this build. I think you have everything needed to be effective for the post scoring. We even get float game on silver, scooper with gold spin cycle. Like I mentioned, you will be able to get posterizer. I truly do believe that this is one of the most toxic big men builds to make on NBA 2K24 next gen. As for the badges, other ones that I do like are Rise Up and Precision Dunker. You also do get Drop Stepper, Gold Unpluckable, and I think Dream Shake out of all the finishing badges is my favorite. Now for the shooting, we're also going to be able to get some solid badges here. We do get open looks on Hall of Fame. Then when it comes to the shooting as a whole, I truly do believe that you're going to be able to be one of the best spot ups for this build. Now you'll also be able to take it into any game mode with this high of a free throw rating. And then for the ball handle, I truly do believe that this is absolutely one of the most versatile builds that you can make, not only because we're getting the normal dribble packages, but you're going to be able to be 7'3" with the ability to dribble. Now with boost, this ball handle rating will be able to reach into the 80s, and the physicals do keep in mind, we get a +4 put towards this area from the Gatorade workouts. So look, with this interior defense adding on boost and takeover, the interior is going to go up to the 70s, 80s for the perimeter possibly, just something to keep in mind. But from here, I really want to know your true thoughts and opinions on this archetype down below. Is there anything that you would possibly do to go ahead and make this build even better? Now my favorite thing about it has definitely got to be the fact that we are a post scorer at the height of 7'3". Not only that, but you're going to be a heavy offensive build with the stats that I did put on. Now on top of this, do take into consideration buying your own boost, which is a +4 to 5. The additional boost that we get from playing well throughout each game, and on top of that, activating your takeover is at least a +10, so you have a lot of potential and attributes to add towards this build. Now when it comes to this one as a whole, I think you're going to be just fine on the defense and playmaking side of things. You will be able to dribble, and then especially for the defensive end, I think the height is going to make up for this. Now if you want to take anything away from the physicals to get more in other areas, that's another option that I can definitely see versatile. But from here, let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 comparisons, and if you made the build exactly how I brought it to y'all, as y'all can see, we have created the best and first ever stretch hooker build, which comes out to a 3-level threat in NBA 2K24 on next gen. Now let me know, what would you go ahead and do to make this build even better? Is there something that you like about it? And let me know, what do you think as far as for a post scorer, will you be able to find success? Now add everything up that I previously did mention about this build, and you'll be able to get the full understanding and true potential of what today's build can do. Now out of all NBA players, it does remind me of a mix between Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, and Bobo. So look, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support. More so than anything, thank God for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with the response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.